Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Arnab Goswami on the debate at 10, powered by Reva University and Kitply, co-powered by IIHM.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and now it's time for the nation's sharpest opinion, where I pick up an issue which I think we all need to be looking at in detail, talking about, concerned about. And I am very concerned at what's happening in Karnataka. What is this Congress government in Karnataka really up to? Nobody seems to understand. No, viewers, I'm not talking about this perennial issue of when will DK become the chief minister. Let Lutyens obsess about that. I couldn't care less. Though I do think it's very embarrassing for the present chief minister when his deputy goes to his constituency and says, "Don't worry, I'm going to be the chief minister soon." However, I'm not interested in party politics. I'm interested in seeing whether this freebie, the host of freebies, that the Congress promised the voters on the basis of which it came to power, can be implemented. Principally, I'm not just an economic conservative. The reality is that I'm against freebies. I don't believe in this freebie this and freebie that. I believe in incentivizing people by providing them jobs and opportunities, in providing productive employment. And ladies and gentlemen, freebies are not good for the country. Freebies are like a short-term narcotic. You sedate the people by making them believe that their basics will be taken care of. But you don't ensure any kind of economic progress or prudence. And that is why, for all the freebies that they promised, the reality is the Congress party is absolutely unable to implement those freebies. So it's gone back on its promises. You can call that cheating the voter. Well, they've done that. And they couldn't care less now because they're in power. My bigger issue is, what is the hidden agenda of the Congress party? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the same Congress party which went to the United States and said that the Muslim League is a very secular party, and that the Congress went and said recently that in a case of espionage where an Indian was accused of espionage, the Congress party said no, catching a spy is bad. It shows how institutions are crumbling in the country. Now, how much do we forgive? But what really is the agenda of the Congress party? I wonder why, and people are getting suspicious. Because they are talking about, very seriously, lifting the ban on cow slaughter. That seems to be the main agenda for the Congress party in Karnataka now. And my question is this: how did this become the focus of the new government? If this and this, principally this, was what the Congress wanted to do, they should have put that out in their manifesto. They are not implementing what they promised the people in their manifesto, but they are bringing in all kinds of other issues which is purely aimed at appeasement of a certain community by saying we'll lift the ban on cow slaughter. And I'm asking tonight, how will lifting the ban on cow slaughter and therefore ensuring that cows are slaughtered in Karnataka officially, that cow slaughter becomes legalized, how will bringing in cow slaughter help the people of Karnataka? Was this part of the 5 commitments, the 5 guarantees that the Congress claimed to implement on priority? Within 2 hours of coming to power, they said, was one of those 5 guarantees bringing back cow slaughter in Karnataka? Who are they trying to appease? Top ministers in Karnataka says, Why can't you slaughter cows? And I would like to ask Rahul Gandhi and the rest of the Vadra Congress, is this the priority of the Congress party? Slaughtering cows? Are they trying to polarize? Are they trying to appease? They are saying we can slaughter buffaloes, why can't we slaughter cows? And I wish to ask them, and you should ask them too, is this the sensitivity they show to the Hindu population in Karnataka and the rest of the country? Do they not believe that they would be trampling on Hindu sentiment? Would trampling on Hindu sentiment not matter for the Congress at all? Is cow slaughter the only way that the Congress party can fill the coffers of the state of Karnataka? Now, Priyanka Kharge, who happens to be the son of the Congress president, says we have financial considerations. We need to make ends meet. Well, is cow slaughter the only way to make ends meet in Karnataka? Is there absolutely no other way? What struggle is the Congress speaking about when the GSDP of Karnataka grew by 14% year on year last year and its per capita income is twice that of the national average? What struggle are they talking about? And what is the policy of the Congress party? What do they want to do? Who do they want to represent? Last week, the Congress party said, we want to bring back hijabs. This week, they want to bring back cow slaughter. This is the exact same order, by the way, in which Amnesty International had dictated terms to the Vadra Congress. They had put out tweets. And I had said at that point of time that I find it very suspicious. But tonight you should ask, is the Vadra Congress taking instructions from Amnesty International? And if this is the view, ladies and gentlemen, if this is the view, then I think Congress hypocrisy is completely exposed. One day after coming to power, this was the same party whose members purified the assembly building with cow urine, and now the same party is going to bring back cow slaughter. It makes no sense to me. This is not any form of governance. This is appeasement Raj of the Congress party. Let's debate.
A newly appointed Karnataka Congress minister wants the anti-cow slaughter law gone.
ನಾವಿನ್ನೇನು ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ತಗೊಂಡಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರು ಹಿಂದೆ ಇದ್ದಾಗ BJP ಅವರು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರು ಒಂದು ಇತ್ತಾಗ ಬೀಳ್ತಂದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಈ ಎಮ್ಮೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಕೋಣ ಮತ್ತು ಎಮ್ಮೆಗಳಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನು ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಸುಗಳು ಮಾಡಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಈಗ ನಾವು ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡೋ ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ತಗೋಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ಎಮ್ಮೆ ಕೋಣ ಕಡಿಯೋದಾದ್ರೆ ಹಸು ಯಾಕೆ ಕಡಿಬಾರ್ದು?
Days after coming into power, they spoke about revoking the hijab ban.
See, we have made it very clear on the floor of the House, in our Prajadhwani Yatras, as well as when we have come back to the government, in the media. We are very clear on our stand. We will review any such executive order. We will review any bill that is regressive to the economic policies of Karnataka. Any bill that is unconstitutional will be reviewed and, if necessary, rejected.
The BJP is calling it appeasement politics.
I just want to go across to these visuals where a Go Puja has already been performed by the BJP state unit cadres over here as well. They performed a Go Puja shortly, stating that the Congress should not think about it, think about repealing the anti-cow slaughter law. You're also seeing the calves as well, which have come in here. And these, this is a symbolical protest now.
If measures are taken with a political vindictiveness in mind, then the BJP will fiercely oppose any such measures which will not be in the interest of the state.
Fact is, the Vadra Congress is electorally compelled to pander to one community.
इलेक्शन का पहला बताए थे एक DCM मुस्लिम को बनाना है और एक 23 सीट देना करके बताए थे, 15 सीट मिले, उसमें 9 MLA जीत के आ गए और उसके साथ साथ 67 जगह पे 67 to 72 MLAs सिर्फ और सिर्फ मुसलमानों को वोट में जीत के आ गए कांग्रेस का. इसलिए कांग्रेस हमें दिए है कांग्रेस को बहुत कुछ.
Meanwhile, the freebies promises by the Congress seem to be ridden with terms and conditions.
We totally condemn the price raise with regard to the electricity. Whatever the increase has been brought out by the Congress government, increasing by 65 paisa per unit, is really condemnable. And the Congress party in this election, they told people they are going to reduce the price, they are going to reduce the inflation. Now they are contributing for the inflation, they are contributing for the price rise.
Is it a classic case of misplaced priorities by the Vadra Congress? Let's debate.
Mohan Krishna is former advisor to Mr. Bommai, former Chief Minister of Karnataka. Ratan Sharda and Subrashta, Syed Asad Abbas, Abdul Razak Khan, Chandan Gowda from Bangalore, Professor ISCC. First Congress versus BJP, Shyam Prasad Meka versus the Karnataka Congress spokesperson Anand Gurumurthy. Mr. Meka, why can't we slaughter cows? What is wrong in slaughtering cows, says the Congress Minister K. Venkatesh. The BJP had brought in a bill by which you cannot slaughter cows, but why can't we slaughter cows? Is there no other issue? Is there no other issue in Karnataka today besides slaughtering cows? One, what is the urgent need to slaughter cows? Two, was this one of the 5 guarantees of the Congress party that when we come back we will start slaughtering cows? 3, and if the Congress party had made this official before the elections, I would have liked to see how many people would have voted for them. Point number 4, Mr. Meka.
Okay, see, first point, Mr. Priyank Kharge gave a very clear explanation. And simple thing is, any law will be reviewed if it is against the interests of the state. Second, coming specifically to cow slaughter law, even before this law is brought in by the Bommai government, there is nothing that is encouraging or allowing cow slaughter. There are reasonable restrictions. Anyway, so why are we even worried about it?
We are worried about it because there are Hindu sensitivities involved.
No, so is Mr. K. Venkatesh
because
Hindu?
There are Hindu sensitivities involved.
Is Mr. K. Venkatesh, the minister, not a Hindu?
He's not the only Hindu, right?
Exactly. So that's why we'll talk about some sentiments that are getting hurted. Yeah, I respect that.
I'm only saying this, you see, you can't say one thing before.
Don't appropriate this to entire Hindu.
No, there's no appropriation. The fact is that what is the urgent need to start slaughtering cows?
Nobody said that. Wait, there is no urgency. Simple thing I'm asking is, the God says
who is suffering when cows are not being slaughtered? Who is losing out? Who is losing out? You tell me, name them. Who is losing out?
Why can't the God say Janata Party stop export of beef from this country? Simple.
Louder.
Why can't they take this step? For
Mr.
9 years,
Anand.
For 9 years, why can't they do it?
See, if you are talking about a cow as an edible element, there are certain states where it is practiced. Okay, if you see the northeastern states, and they have their own laws to frame. In Karnataka state, there is a lot of population which feels, that cow should be worshipped, and it's, Hindus feel that. You have to respect that. Instead, you come in. So some of the urgent things that Congress government started, okay, instead of all the bhagyas, all the gifts that they announced, which they are not taking forward, what they are doing is today they appoint a special officer in MLA constituencies where Congress has been washed out, especially in Mangalore and surrounding regions, and they say the special officer has special powers to catch vigilantes. Vigilantes in the sense they want to attack all the opposition leaders, opposition karyakartas. Now, this is just political vindictiveness. They're just, showing their short-term goals and small-mindedness at the CM and DCM. They're just showing that across. And that's what people are questioning. What are you doing? You have come up with a budget of 60,000 crores extra. You're not doing anything about that by giving all these guarantees, and you're not doing anything about that. Instead, every day as a toolkit, you're coming up with some statement from some leader, wasting half a day of news, and then another half a day you'll tell something to displace people's mind off those 5 guarantees and start talking something else. This is what Congress is doing, which is completely against the democratic principles, and also for what they're chosen, they're not working on that. Instead, they're doing something which is hurting the sentiment of Hindus particularly, and to please whom? That is what everybody is asking. You should answer that.
Yeah, who is this aimed to appease is a question we must address tonight. That, after all, is the elephant in the room. Mohan Krishna is on the debate this evening, as is Abdul Razak Khan. And I'm shocked, actually. I'm absolutely flabbergasted. And people who say this mandate was for democracy, equality, progress, development, human values, humanitarianism. Now, more than 80% of the population of Karnataka is Hindu. And if you are saying to more than 80% of the population of Karnataka
Arnab
that
ji,
your
this
sentiments
is not about
don't
Hindu
matter.
Or Muslim, it is about farmers.
What is it about? Okay, we'll open it up.
This is not about Hindus or Muslims. It is forbidden in Islam for a Muslim to consume meat of a lactating cow. No Muslim went to the government asking to ban cow slaughter. There are 60 lakh cows according to the 20th livestock census of 2021. BJP, before bringing in this law, did not consult or did not even speak to a farmer. There are 60 lakh farmers affected by this.
Yeah, but then in that case,
Cow Slaughter Act. What will a farmer do with a old cow?
Abdul, I believe in full disclosure. I understand your point. I understand your point. But I believe in full disclosure. If this was the real intention, Mohan Krishna, if this was the intention of the Congress government, that we will start making cow slaughter official after coming to power, I believe it was absolutely necessary for the Congress to transparently put this in the manifesto. You cannot, no, I'm sorry, you have to give the people a choice in a democracy. People have, would you be so kind? In democracy, Mr. Razak, people have a right to decide. You are saying we need to slaughter cows. Congress should be allowed to slaughter cows. Right? And I have not forgotten what the Congress has done. I will never forget when a young calf was killed on an open street in Kerala by Congress workers, and the blood of the young calf was spilled on a public road to make a point for the Congress workers to make a point, trampling over Hindu sentiment. And if you are saying Hindu sentiment does not matter in this country, if you are saying Hindu sentiment does not matter in this country, then you are the most communal man I know. My question right now is, there should have been disclosure on this. If the Congress wants to slaughter cows, let there be a debate on the subject. Let there be a, don't be this trapezing political artist Hindu before an election. Don't be a Janeodari Hindu self-claim before an election and come and say the first thing I will do is make cow slaughter official after the election. May
I come in?
Mohan Krishna is on the debate.
The Gorakshaks pay money to farmers.
Arnab,
what should the farmer do? Let Krishna answer.
By the 2010 Act,
which
has been amended by the BJP government, which has been amended by the BJP government, and the cow slaughter bill, which says 7 years rigorous imprisonment. They are worried for that matter, and they want to review for that matter. And coming back to the point, what you have mentioned in your earlier points. No, please. I have not disturbed you. I have not disturbed you. Abdul Razak, please.
On the debate, both. Mohan Krishna, continue. Abdul Razak, stop. Mohan Krishna, continue. Mohan Krishna.
This Congress government is not able to fulfill the duties what they have offered to the people of the Karnataka. Now they are just diverting the issue from all this cow slaughter and hijab and all these things. Abdul Razak, understand, you are also being demeaned by Congress.
What did you do when you were in power?
Mohan Krishna!
Was necessary for you close to exams? Was hijab necessary for you during exams? What did
vigorous
you do?
imprisonment will happen.
Now Congress is setting
What
things
they
right.
want, the Congress, they don't want these cow slaughter people to be imprisoned. For that matter, they are looking into it now. Let me come back to the point what Abdul Razak was saying. This was the case in the cows which was aged always. What he is talking cows, he is talking the Venkatesh, the minister, he has taken charge for 2 days and he is talking about cow slaughter. And Priyank Karge, who has taken charge, he has not even had the meeting of his own ministry, and then he is talking about hijab. Is this the way they want to rule they want to rule Karnataka? Is this the way they want to rule Karnataka?
What should farmer do with
This
that?
is what they are fooling the people of Karnataka. People have been fooled. I will tell you, Arnab, take it from me.
Fool them, you
In next
answer
6
straight.
months,
What should the
next
farmer
6
do?
months, you will see a revolt from the people of the Karnataka. You will see a revolt from the people of Karnataka.
One more thing, Arnab. They kept telling in every debate. Abdul, just
on the
1
debate,
minute.
Abdul, 1 minute. Abdul, 1 minute. First of all, before you proceed, Anand, I would like to bring in Ratan Sharda Subrashta as well, along with Syed Abbas and Chandan Gowda. And I would just like to say one thing, that any party in India which feels that it will target Hindu sentiments will not be accepted. You cannot target any sentiments of any religion. But if you one day, like Sam Petroda says, why are people talking about Ram, Hanuman and Mandir? This is not the way to speak. If Rahul Gandhi makes fun about the sacred Hindu practice of Shashtanga Pranam, that is not the way to be. If you cut a calf on the streets like the Kerala Youth Congress did in Kannur to make a political point, then you are saying that you will hurt Hindu sentiments and get away with it? Why should you? And is this what the bigger question the people of Karnataka must ask themselves? Is this the great development agenda? Bring back hijab, bring back cow slaughter. This is what it has come down to, Subrashta. One day bring back hijab, one day bring back cow slaughter. Why can't we slaughter cow? What is this agenda? What is this agenda called, sir, in plain English?
Arnab, it's a very simple thing, and I don't understand why are we trying to complicate this issue by inviting panelists like Mr. Abdul Razak. Congress is a party that has always appeased the Muslim community. I'm not going to mince words and say a particular community, because it has never been about appeasing the Jains. It has never been about appeasing the Buddhists. It has never been about appeasing the Parsis. It's always been about appeasing the Muslim community. Let us understand that prior to every election since 2014, Rahul Gandhi and the whole gang starts becoming, go on a political Hindu pilgrimage of sorts, and they completely abandon the Hindu voters immediately after the elections get over. This has been a pattern. We saw that happening during the Madhya Pradesh elections last time. We saw that happen right now, immediately after the Karnataka elections, the whole, the issue that we are discussing today. And one point which I would want to bring to the table is that when people bring in the Northeast India, they try to establish that people in Northeast India eat cow meat. No, sir, they don't. Beef does not necessarily mean cow meat. Beef means, meat of mithun, and mithun is what is sacrificed in Northeast India as part of many rituals and many, practices. So please stop propagating your lies here just because you want to prove a point to, some hardened community within the Muslims. Do not try to vitiate the entire atmosphere of the country. You want to go ahead and eat cow meat? Please go ahead and do it.
How could you allow
also,
such
Arnab, let me tell you that this entire conversation.
Kindly stop being Islamophobic
talk,
on the show.
You are doing a communal talk by bringing in a policy.
Stop your hate mongering,
you are initiating an atmosphere of communalism in the country.
Speak as an Indian for once.
Why are you so uncouth that you can't even allow me to finish a point?
No. Now allow me to hear, ma'am. Ma'am, आपका नाम शुभरास्ता है. थोड़ी शुभ बातें बोलिए. इतना जहर मुसलमानों के खिलाफ, इतना जहर. आप कैसे बोल सकते हैं ये सब? काइंडली
मुसलमानों के खिलाफ मैं जहर नहीं बोल रही हूँ, मैं कांग्रेस पार्टी के खिलाफ बोल रही हूँ. Are you trying to tell me that Congress is a Muslim party?
इतना मीठा है.
No, hold on, sir. How dare you say? Hold on, just a second. How dare you? Don't stop analyzing my name. You don't even know that my name has no Shubh in it. My name is Shubhra. It's not Shubh in the very first place. No, I will not allow you to go ahead with the nonsense that you are trying to dish this out here.
Very conveniently, BJP supporters. Allow me 30 seconds.
Talk on facts, talk on logic. Do not try to pun on my name and give me some gyan and wisdom over here. I'm not sitting here in a panel to listen to how I should behave.
Arnab, the fact of the matter is, look at the duplicity and hypocrisy of BJP supporters. India's largest beef exporters are all BJP supporters.
You guys always communalize the entire conversation.
Ma'am, I heard you.
Always.
Now allow me. Very conveniently. Thank you, ma'am.
I will not allow you because you butted in between.
Arnab, very conveniently.
No, you don't have to thank me.
Cow is different.
You don't have
beef
to thank me, sir. I was not yet
Protect
done.
The cow, but cut the beef. Now allow me,
sir,
man.
please tell me, did you promise whatever you are saying right now, did you promise this in front of the electorate during the
30 seconds
you
and I will decimate BJP
no,
and its
I'm not going
supporters.
to allow you.
30 seconds only.
No, I will not allow you, sir, because you spoke while I was speaking. No,
I'll hear you 3 minutes. Allow me 30 seconds,
sir,
man. Please allow me 30 seconds.
No, you did not allow me to speak, sir. You have been constantly heckling me. I will not allow you to speak till the time I make my point.
The numbers of BJP.
I will not allow you to speak, sir. This is how you guys behave politically also.
Are you scared I will expose you?
Don't heckle your way in.
Are you scared?
Do not heckle your way in.
Do not heckle your way in.
Are you scared
that with numbers,
I am not an intellectual for people like you.
Arnab,
I am not an intellectual for people like you.
1 minute.
I deal with people according to the treatment they deserve.
Subrashta and Syed. First of all, I want to tell you, Subrashta and Syed, listen.
30 seconds.
Syed, you should not try to pun on someone's name when you don't understand its meaning. You are trying to do a Pawan Khera here, and you should know how it ended for Pawan Khera. My second point to you is this. Don't keep saying allow me. I will allow you provided you come on the point of Hindu say. What is this? What are you holding up? I can't see. What is that?
Arnab, this is my debating book of Republic TV where I have some facts, figures, numbers.
No, good. Very good. You have a debating book for Republic. But one point, Syed, if you, 1 minute, very well done, Syed. The point is, if you are going to debate on Republic, then I want to bring you to the issue. And we must not beat around the bush. The issue is simple. And if you'd hear Ratan Sharda for it for a moment, because you stopped Subrashta. The point is, it is this. Hindu faith matters. Hindu tradition matters. Hindu sentiment matters. If the Congress was going to, 1 minute. If the Congress was going to hurt Hindu sentiment by making the slaughter of cows official, it should have said so before the election and then seen how many people vote for it. I'd like to see how many people vote for it. Let it become a pro-cow slaughter party and then go asking for what. No, don't do it. Don't do it by stealth. No, don't do it by stealth. Don't do it by stealth. Don't tell people we'll give you free electricity, but then say first thing we'll do is make cow slaughter official. Don't do it. That's wrong. That's immoral. That's cheating. That's immoral. Ratan Sharda is on the
list. Okay.
Mika said,
30 seconds. I'll hear you for 3 minutes.
आप लगातार heckling करते हो, please. Abbas, stop your heckling. You have bigger voice than me. To behave somebody decently. You can't heckle everybody. You cannot heckle everybody.
Ratan Sharda should be allowed to speak right now, 10:32 p.m. Ratan Sharda is on the debate, please, sir.
Control yourself. First of all, people who say that Venkat is a Hindu, what kind of Hindu doesn't know meaning of his name? What is Venkat? Venkatesh is Lord Vishnu, Krishna avatar of Lord Vishnu, who worship cows. And you say your name is Venkatesh, change your name, first of all. Secondly, cow slaughter ban is a directive principle. Congress, when it says that we don't want anything unconstitutional. They are going against the very constitutional, the directive principle of the constitution. Thirdly, even the heroes, the Mughals banned cow slaughter. Do they know that? Humayun, Shah Jahan, you want more names? And also Digvijay Singh, their own leader, 2015, he said Congress was the first to ban cow slaughter in 24 states when BJP was not even born in 1955. He goes on to say they will support central government if they bring Cow Protection Act. And now you are going to say that Digvijay is not your leader? Digvijay said this in 2015 and he banned cow slaughter in Madhya Pradesh. More, cow slaughter was demanded by Amnesty International. Arey chup karo yaar, tum chillate rehte ho. Arnab Goswami, cow slaughter ban was asked by Amnesty International. They have international lobbies asking for cow slaughter, and these people go against the international lobbies. And they don't understand the difference between beef and cow. Beef includes buffalo meat, and they don't understand the difference between the desi cow and the buffaloes. Do they know that America, Brazil value in desi cow? A2 is the best kind of medicine that anybody can have. They know this. They know it's the best possible medicine for Ayurveda also. No, because they are consumed by contempt of Hindus. Muslims don't ask for cow slaughter ban. These people, so-called Hindus, ask for it. They have no respect for Hindu sentiment.
Is it true?
And they go against the constitution.
No.
They make fake claims. Would you say that old
just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. One minute. You see, now this policy.
What do you know about your Congress party? You know nothing.
See, well, I'd like to go back to BJP versus Congress once again on the program. And Mr. Mika is on the debate with Anand. Electricity prices, power tariffs in Karnataka were increased. Citizens will have to pay more, right? If they fall in the more than 200 unit slab while paying their power bills. So, millions of people in Karnataka will have their electricity bills increased quite a lot, right?
Yes.
This is the reality. What did you promise people? You promised people that we will give you free electricity. Did you fulfill that promise in Himachal Pradesh? No, you fooled the people. You lied to the people. You said we are not generating enough electricity, we've realized, so, guys, just get lost. That's what you did. You said one thing before. And in Karnataka, you're doing the same thing and you're saying, okay, we're increasing electricity a little, we're not fulfilling our promises. But you know what? We're going to let you kill some cows. Officially. And we're going to bring back the hijab in schools. You think people will get fooled? Did you fulfill promises in Rajasthan? You said you'll waive loans of farmers. You'll give allowance to unemployed youth. What happened? You did nothing. Did you fulfill your promises in Chhattisgarh? You said there'll be a farm loan waiver. What happened? Even before fulfilling the promise, Bhupesh Baghel declared, we promised loan waiver once, we can't do it again and again. So you say one thing, you do another. But I come back to the moot point. Moot point is, Anand, are we to say that this cow slaughter ban is the only issue in Karnataka today? Or is it deliberately being raised to polarize people, appease a certain constituency? What's the idea here?
See, it is one thing is to polarize, and second thing is to please their masters. This is what Congress is doing. They are just pleasing their masters. And for that reason, they can go up to any extent. The Karnataka leaders are just trying to please their masters in Delhi. And let me be very specific and clear about it. See, they just want to bring in certain things and tell their masters that they're doing something to show that they are they're in the line in which they have drawn the lines. Okay?
Which line is that? Which line?
Okay, number one is
which line?
As the Ram temple is getting built, they are seeing that after 1,000 years of oppression of Mughal rulers and the British rulers, India is emerging as a superpower. Slowly in the path, we are going towards that path. And they want to show their masters who are ruling from the central leaders, whether it is Mr. Rahul Gandhi or Sonia Gandhi, that no, we are in the path that you wanted to take India into. So this is what they are seeing. Once the Ram temple is complete, we are going to show that Hindus can raise back and, take back the whatever is good for them, and economically they can stand as a superpower in this world. And that's what these people don't want India to become and Hindus to become.
So what has that got to do with this emphasis?
So they want to emotionally scrutinize Hindu on a daily basis. Whatever we believe, they show it down. They will show it down. They will show that you believe the cow is a holy animal.
Won't it alienate the Hindu population from the Congress? Is it happening?
That they're not bothered about. They will say some guarantees and other things, and try to belittle the voters during that time, during the voting time. Take their votes, come to power, and do these kinds of stuff. So the voters will start seeing this. They are not going to forgive them.
You're saying this is part of a plan, that the Congress came out and says what is wrong with slaughtering cows. You're saying this is part of a plan. This is not an accidental
This is part of an agenda. In fact, from 1 year, Arnab, if you are observing, I'm sure you are a keen observer, they are living toolkits on a daily basis. They will have some kind of a toolkit which will emotionally, scrutinize the Hindu population in some way or the other, and at the same time belittle all our beliefs. That is what Congress is doing from 1 year, and they have a very good team of toolkit providers on a daily basis. And they confuse even the channels and other people to run these stories. On a daily basis, they are doing this only with the intention of pleasing their masters in Delhi, who are, funded by foreign powers.
Mr. Mika, is this not a dangerous path to take? It may appear to give you short-term dividends, but people are watching. Why is this the focus of your government? Why is this such an intense focus of your new government? You didn't take us into confidence about this approach of yours. What is this? You are saying we need to kill cows to fill the state coffers. Who is going to believe you, Mr. Mika? Mohan, he says, you've been an advisor to the former chief minister. He says the BJP government left us with no money. We need to make up our expenditure, and that is why we need to do these things. Who's going to believe you, Mr. Mika? How much money will you make by killing cows?
You asked a question about, is this the only issue? Truly, that is the only issue for BJP. That's what is happening in Karnataka on the streets. And my friend Mohan, I have a lot of respect for you, but you mentioned about 1,000 years of oppression, right? There are people who are facing thousands of years of oppression and gulamgiri in this country.
Who?
What about the liberation of them?
Who?
The Dalit Bahujans of this country. And you want to take back the country into these Manawadi
we have given a budget of surplus budget of 400 crore plus.
Let's debate that.
And 3 lakh crore plus for the first time.
Let's debate the Hindu pride. Let's debate the pride of a Shudra and an untouchable in this country.
Who are you to talk about that? You have not asked for the people to vote on Hindu.
I am an Indian.
You have asked for
Indian. I will speak.
For doing that. Why are you talking about Hindu pride? How can you talk about Hindu pride?
I will.
What is there in there? You tell me.
Why not?
Cow slaughter is Hindu pride?
Are you the owner of Hindus?
Cow slaughter is Hindu pride? Hijab is Hindu pride?
You are the only.
Is this the agenda of the Congress? If this is the agenda of the Congress, let them talk. Let them talk. Mr. Meka, listen to what Mr. Arnab has asked.
Why do you think I can't speak?
Mr. Meka, please. Mr. Meka, please don't tackle. Don't tackle. Please listen. Please listen.
I'm not tackling you.
Please listen. Please listen. You are here to listen now. We have given a surplus budget of 400 crores. 400
That's
crores.
Pure Manawadi.
And 3 lakh crore for the first time. How can the Congress government lie to the people of the Karnataka and lie to the people of the country and to the world today that we have not given money for anything? We have not given money for cow slaughter. Yes, you're right. We have not given money for hijab. You're right. We have not given money for appeasement. You're right. But we have given money for the right things to happen. For irrigation, for women empowerment, for youth empowerment and everything. What are you doing? You're fooling the people on youth empowerment also. You said that you will give 1,500 and 3,000 rupees from 23 onwards. Arnab, they are fooling the people of the Karnataka, Arnab. Why can't you tell to the people of the world here today? They are fooling. They are saying one thing and they are doing something. See, the people who pass out, and let me tell Mr. Meka one more thing. You know what is the national average of unemployment? 6.7%. What is the average of Karnataka unemployment? Do you know, Mr. Meka? And I will ask Abdul Razak, whoever is supporting today, 2.4%. 2.4%. How can you offer? There is no scope for that Yuva Shakti Nidhi, what they have offered. And they are fooling the people of Karnataka. I'm telling you on your show today.
People have thrown you out. What rubbish
People
are
have
you
not
giving
thrown you
here?
out. Yeah,
People have thrown you out on your face. Not even 50%.
You are going to
13
kill cows
sitting
for
ministers
that.
lost
Forget
their
about elections.
deposits.
Let's come to
What
the
rubbish are you
Let's
talking?
come to the
The
topic.
numbers are
Because
falling down.
Let's come to the
Let's come to the topic.
You have a
power again. But it is not like the thing.
There are 66 MLAs who are there, Mr. Abdul Razak. Listen to that properly.
From this country. Simple question to why the Modi government not banning beef export from this country?
No, I have a more elementary question today. Mr. Meka, I have an elementary question today. And I want Chandan Gowda to come in. Suppose there's a snap election in Karnataka today. You go to the election and say, we have one major policy to start the slaughter of cows. Go try and win the election. You think you'll win the election? You think people will vote for you, Mr. Meka?
You think that's how elections will be?
Well, I think transparency is important. Did you
People
tell?
have understood already.
If you have got that courage, then why didn't
That is called a referendum.
Why didn't you say this
I'm
before the
sorry to
election?
tell you on your show today, people have understood the analogy of the Congress, what they have showed to the people of the Karnataka, and they are already feeling it. Today, you know what is the situation in Karnataka? So many jokes are happening. Let's forget about the jokes. Let's come to the reality. I want Congress, seriously, I'm telling you. I want them to fulfill the promises what they have given to the people of the Karnataka. Irrespective whatever they are going to do. It is not cow slaughter. It is not hijab. It is on the grounds of freebies. They have come to the power. On appeasement, they have come to the power. They have consolidated Muslim votes and freebies has helped them to come to the power.
All right.
Let them say on the road today, on the streets, everywhere, anywhere in the country today, if they can say that we have come on the policies, I appreciate Congress.
No, it is tremendous confusion out here. I'm seeing two people responding out there. I'd like to get Chandan Gowda in. Chandan Gowda, this is confusing and this must be deeply disappointing. Freebies have not been implemented. The government has shown no intention to do that. They have said it will take time. Electricity prices have been increased in a big way. There is an open power tussle between the DK camp, which is very powerful, and Siddaramaiah. The prevailing issue seems to be their determination to start bringing back cow slaughter and bringing back hijabs. I see no real governance that is happening here, and people in Karnataka are growing increasingly restless. It's only been 3 weeks, Mr. Gowda. But are the promises a hoax? If the free electricity promise is a dud, the free buses for women promise is a dud. If the promise to do away with zero traffic policy is a dud, if it was a big hoax, then we need to know. It appears right now that was all one big hoax, Mr. Gowda. And this was the real hidden agenda. This was the hidden agenda. Hijab, cow slaughter and things like that.
6 separate questions. You've raised 6 separate questions, one by one. The electricity hike issue, just before the elections were announced, the BJP government actually had increased it by 70 paisa. And the arrears have accumulated over May and June that are being added. That makes it
Mr. Chandan, you're telling a false information. You're giving false information.
Sir, please. No,
you're giving a false information. There is a board for that which decides.
Mohan versus Mr. Gowda.
Don't fool the people.
Adds up.
Mohan versus Mr. Gowda, one versus one.
Mr. Gowda, don't fool the people. You raise the basic rate. You raise the basic rate of electricity. Are you denying that?
They are confusing the people.
No, Mr. Gowda, let Mr. Gowda complete. He's coming very late into the debate.
Yes.
I just wanted to say this, Mr. Gowda. People understand the Congress came to power on the promise of providing free electricity. The first thing that it has done is increased power tariffs by 2 rupees 89 paise per unit for all those above that limit. Now this means you are taxing people, increasing the burden on the people by a frightening amount.
Yes.
No, but Arnab, it is 2.89 only in June because it includes arrears for April and May that the BJP had implemented. Be that as it may, the point about the difference between the party, that is not up for us to decide, Arnab, how that will pan out. But the question of the cow slaughter, it's the animal, husbandry minister. It is his business to talk about it because, it is something that is on his mind. He said, he wondered actually if buffaloes and oxen can be allowed to be slaughtered, why not cows? But cows are
How did cows become an issue of governance? I'm just trying to understand, Professor Gowda, you're an academic. How did cows become governance issue? I mean, they never mentioned this anywhere.
For the animal husbandry minister, cows are an important part of this mandate.
Yeah, but then the animal husbandry minister, this is an issue on which there should have been full disclosure before the elections. You didn't say this.
Yes,
it's an important issue. Was there disclosure?
The manifesto did say that anti-people laws will be repealed.
No, anti-people laws. Anti-people laws. Are we to assume that is pro-cow slaughter? They never said that, and now they're saying you should have understood it that way.
No,
this is wrong. This is deception.
Sentence.
This is deception, Professor Gowda. It's deception.
The
Hindus in Karnataka have been deceived.
No, Arnab, when the BJP brought in the legislation in 2021, the Congress did protest it. So you should add to. I'm not defending anything here. I'm trying to explain what may be going on.
Okay, fine. If this is the policy, then you implement it. You're giving the message to the people across India.
I just want to add one more point here.
Impunity with which vigilantes are being treated by law. There are all these Anyway, Siddaramaiah said, let's look into it. He said, let's not go into a straight repeal. Let's see if there are parts of it that can be repealed. So we need to see how they will handle it.
No. One more thing. See,
Arnab, but by and large, I must say, while the cow is a sacred animal to many Hindus, it is not for non-Hindus. And Hindus can continue to tell everyone that it's important for us, but can't impose it on others now. I mean, that is the nature of the country. The Muslims can't say, don't eat pork because we don't eat it.
Equally, sir, I want to say, you have to be fair to all. If you're saying we're very sensitive to the sections of what we believe are certain sections of the Muslim community which want a hijab and instead of the school uniform, or a hijab besides the school uniform, and you say that is absolutely, you need to be aware of the sensitivities of the Muslim community, but as far as the Hindu community is concerned, you don't give a damn. You say, okay, you feel bad, we're going to kill cows, but it's fine, it's official, live with it. You don't have this live with it approach towards any other communities. There is a certain blasé attitude towards the Hindu community.
It's a issue also, Arnab, as one of the panelists was saying, after the cows become old, farmers find it
This is not an economic issue, sir.
I will tell you one more issue. Sir, that is very important. Since you mentioned farmer.
But I think primarily a community can't impose.
Mr. Chandan.
Mohan is also coming in. Mohan is on the debate. Mohan on the left. Mohan is on the left. Mohan. Yes, Mohan.
From 5,000, 10,000 years, cows are getting old. Do you mean to say that you want to slaughter them everywhere? Is it the way the Congress thinks?
5,000
Is it the way Congress thinks? Siddaramaiah was saying, please don't disturb Chandan Gowda. Please don't disturb. Siddaramaiah was saying in assembly that day that milk production has come down. Why milk production has come down? Because of slaughtering. Because of slaughtering. Illegal slaughtering. He is not able to console Hindus. Siddaramaiah is not for Hindus. He is standing for Muslims. Today he has gone Arnab on Hajj Yatra inauguration, and he says
Arnab, I'd like to counter. Mohan Krishnaji, my friend.
Sayyid Abbas, come on.
Mohan Krishnaji.
Listen to me.
I will answer you. You are a fair man, sir. Yes, I will tell you, sir. You're a fair man, sir. I agree on many points you made. As a matter of fact, I want to know from you. You have so much problem. You have so much problem with freebies, right? Sir, can you take my challenge today? Arnab, BJP in its manifesto has offered free cylinders, not one, not two, but three. Sir, aap karen to pyar, Congress kare to war. Tell me, I challenge you. Let the world through Republic know. Didn't you tell in your 2023 manifesto 3 free cylinders, half-liter Nandini milk and 5 kg rice? Sir, this is not freebies. What kind of duplicity and hypocrisy is this, sir? When you do it, it's okay. When Congress does it, it's wrong. Arnab,
what is freebies? You know that?
Arnab,
You know that?
not one,
Killing economy is freebies for you.
but three
More.
500 ml of milk. 500 of milk. 500 ml of milk was costing only 260 crores for the state budget.
When you are offering,
But this is not the way you are giving. Sitramaya said, why are you not asking Sitramaya today? He said Sitramaya. He said, Madhevappa, for you also free.
Yesterday, in an example of the free for all. 1 minute. You guys also. Syed, listen. Yesterday, I didn't see any of the members of the Lynchistan Brigade speak when a 26-year-old toll plaza worker was lynched by a group of men who refused to pay charges. This happened on the Bengaluru-Mysore highway. Was there a single word from the Lynchistan lobby, Subrashta? No. We will not talk about lynching in Karnataka. We will not talk about lynching in Karnataka. It is our government, right?
Secular.
Is that secular? Is that secular?
Arnab, murders happen everywhere. Murders happen everywhere.
No, is that secular? You didn't talk about that?
Reminding them of
Subrashta is on the debate. Subrashta, make you come back on the debate. Subrashta.
The moment
Subrashta.
about lynchings in Karnataka, then the very same people who are heckling me right now would go on to say that it has happened from the other side as well. So this whataboutery will never end. This communalization of narrative would never end. This taking U-turns on secularism will never end, Arnab. And let me tell you, people of Karnataka can see through this entire charade that Congress plays in the name of politics. Let us be very clear about this. Congress is not a pro-Hindu party. One need not be pro-Hindu, but you don't have to be so pro-Muslim that Hindus start uniting together. It's a simple point. It's a simple tenet of secularism. You do not appease any one community. I don't understand why is the gentleman on the other side getting so rattled by what I'm speaking.
So Hindu people are anti-Hindu because they voted for Congress. Arnab, what logic is this, Arnab?
Sir, I'm saying a completely different, I'm giving a completely different argument, sir.
So
I don't think you have basic comprehension skills.
BJP. Then how come BJP lost? What kind of a foolish argument?
Ratan Sharda, please. Ratan Sharda making a quick comeback on the debate towards the end.
What logic is that, madam? Ratan Sharda ji, Vocaligas.
What is, are we talking freebies now? We are talking Congress contempt for Hindus. We are talking of Congress contempt for Hindus. We are talking of misguiding arguments given by Congress. Did they say that beef is equal to cow, which is not true? They said that this is against constitution. That is wrong. They said that they had declared it. They had not. They did not respond to my answer that Congress leaders themselves have banned cow slaughter. They have done cow protection. Their own leaders talk about that. Director principal talks about. But here you are spewing venom because you think it will please somebody. So it will not please anybody. I can tell you.
I would request the Karnataka government at the very end. I would request the Chief Minister. I would request the Chief Minister to pull his ministers back, to restrain his ministers who make statements repeatedly promising changes in policy that severely impact Hindu sentiment. And I request the Karnataka government to revisit its policy. It's not only a bid to appease. You must stop trying to target Hindu sentiments, because Hindu sentiments matter too. I thank you all for joining me on the debate this evening, and I'd like to say I never agree with freebies at all. But if they have been promised, let us really see if that can be delivered. Diverting attention will not do. I'll see you at 9 o'clock tomorrow, once again on the debate. Good night and goodbye.